They could make big move though.
Like trade Dak and get the first pick.
No, I think the Dak hate needs to stop though, dude.
I don't hate.
Feel like
no, I don't hate
Dak
Dak.
is who you gonna get.
Literally,
Trey Lance is the
Trey Lance
my one
could
thing
not
that if
beat
Trey Lance,
Sam Darnold out.
What's up, everybody? We are here with another podcast with Sappy and Jordan. We're going to talk a little bit about the finals, how right now is a great time to buy sports cards, some wax that's coming out here soon.
If you're a wrestling fan, there's a special announcement in this video you're not going to want to miss, so stick around for that. Boston's great.
Boston's defense.
Boston's a great team.
Boston's defense and their scheme and their coach is
Missoula's great.
Ridiculously good. So we got out-coached. They play better defense than us. They're longer than us, are they? I think they are.
Probably.
Yeah. It was weird how we played our bigs. Like Lively didn't even play in that last game. Really, it didn't seem. Gafford got more playing time on that one.
But then there was like early in the series, Gafford barely played at all. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really didn't understand how.
But when you say outcoached, like 100%, they were outcoached. Like Missoula was the better coach by far.
And I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I think he's a great coach. I'm pretty sure he played. I don't know if he played professionally, but I know he played in college. But they are deservingly won. They are the best team in the world, and the scary thing is they're not losing anybody, I don't think.
You know, so I've read this a few times on Twitter and stuff where people are like, "Oh, this is just the beginning of the Celtics dynasty." Blah 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 blah.
I mean, they just went.
Yeah, but like, so maybe they're the closest we've had in a while. Everyone said Giannis would be back. Hadn't been back. Everyone said.
I think this team's better than that team.
Jokic last year. Nuggets were very good.
And that's the only other team that I think that.
But I think that people, because they've been saying it with Luka too. They're like, "Oh, Luka will be back."
Here's the deal. Here's the difference between this team. Tatum didn't have to be good to win.
Oh, I agree. Even though he should have won Finals MVP.
I think that it is a toss up. I think they could have went to either. I think Brown did so well on both sides of the court in the beginning in the first three games that it was hard for somebody to come back and win it. And Tatum almost did with that last game.
Yeah, I mean,
but he averaged 20 and 5 and 5 or something like that.
Tatum averaged like
no, I'm talking about Brown.
No, I'm saying Tatum beat him in every stat.
Yeah, Tatum beat him in every stat, but Luka beat both of them in every stat.
Like I think as soon as LeBron didn't win Finals MVP some of those years in Cleveland, and then we knew a losing team was never going to get it.
And I don't think they should. I still don't think Luka should have won it. I don't think LeBron should have won it. I think you have to be on the winning team to win it.
That's fair.
I think it's only happened in all three sports once in football. And I think that's the only time.
Golly, imagine winning a Super Bowl and the other guy gets fined. That's crazy. Super Bowl MVP.
That guy must feel. I forgot who it was. It might have been the defender too.
Might have been.
But I just feel like the reason why I'm saying that is because if they don't lose anybody, they have 6 guys that can easily drop 20 each night.
Yeah.
So like when you have that good of a defensive team and Porzingis, Holiday, Tatum, Brown, White, so 5 guys. Anyone.
Sam Hauser, he's not dropping 20, but he can hit threes in your face.
And like that's just another like piece
Peyton
of the
Pritchard
puzzle.
shooting half court shots, it just makes him every time.
He like must practice those, but I like him too because he's like our height. Like,
yeah,
he's doing that. And like even Xavier Tillman came to play for them.
All their guys just stepped up.
So and they work well. It doesn't seem like there's no animosity on that team.
Yeah, it seems like they're all good friends. Like
I'm glad. Family. Besides, obviously 100%, I wish the Mavericks would have won, but I'm glad Tatum and Brown got one.
Yeah,
they deserve it.
Hopefully Luka is still there. Like stays in this conversation, like championships and stuff.
So, everybody expected Boston to get there.
Nobody expected. Absolutely agree.
So that's the one scary thing with us that I'm like, he's getting a bag on his next extension.
Who?
Luka.
You see Siakam? What he just got?
Whatever he got, I think it's deserved.
$50 million a year.
Yeah, I think in NBA.
Tatum got like 63.
What did Brown get?
60. 5 years, 300.
Oh, Tatum did.
Yeah, or I think like June 6th
right?
it becomes official. Or
July 6th.
July 6th. So
no, I mean
I think it's deserves Siakam too. I think it's very underrated.
50 though.
I think that's just the market we're in. I think Wemby's first extension will be 70.
So Tatum's only worth 13 more than him.
And
Luka's getting more than all that.
Today he should. He'll get whatever the max
70?
is. Whatever the max is at that point.
So will Jokic. So will Giannis. So it's just going higher and higher and higher.
Every year they sign bigger
I know
contracts.
everybody's talking about like, oh, basketball gets. It's way less people on a team.
Yeah,
compared to
you're talking about
football.
12 versus football has what 35.
No, on the whole full like
55?
game day roster around 40 or like 50,
And then
49.
baseball
or something.
has 9 batters, like 15 pitchers and pinch hitters.
But they get paid more than football too.
no,
or-
not annually. No, definitely not.
No,
No, I mean I think
Trout gets 50, right?
more than football.
Yeah,
football.
No,
yeah,
basketball.
Sorry, basketball's number one.
Yeah,
I thought,
but
or
also,
maybe
I think
soccer. I
basketball
guess
also probably
or golf.
because of how many games there are bring the most money, right? There's 80 games. They definitely bring way more in baseball because
Well, baseball's got double the amount of games.
Yeah, but there's nobody in the stands at a lot of these games.
But like,
dude.
yeah, that's probably true.
And even like,
I bet Yankees bring in more money than Knicks.
No, I'm saying as a total sport.
That's
Yeah,
true.
of course you're taking the big.
Oh, it's
and then-
it's the two biggest markets.
This year. Ooh, I'd like to see the numbers on that. I bet
That'd
it's
be-
close.
that'd be
I
close.
bet it's close. Close. See, and there's hope. There's hope there. We need the East to be stronger, but Dallas needs at least one more piece. If we had like that DN3, No,
the
I
goat.
mean, the thing is like I don't see him coming here. There's no way. We don't have that much money, do we?
I mean, who has a big contract? Hardaway's off the contract.
Thank gosh.
So I mean, Luka and Kyrie are paid, but Lively's
both
rookie
gonna be
contract.
here for a while,
PJ
right?
and Luka definitely. Yeah, I think
PJ
so.
and Gafford
Gafford
are
are both young, so I don't think their contracts are huge.
Lively's on rookie.
He's a rookie. Derek Jones can't be that much. Kleba can't be that much.
Cleveland.
It doesn't matter what happens. Tell me this whole situation with Luka doesn't remind you exactly of LeBron though. Like
When he was younger.
got to the team, got close, didn't get it, got to the finals, lost to a great team, Spurs. Best friend can't win it anymore after getting a championship, Jokic. Does he take his talents to Denver?
No, there's no way he. Goes
That's
to
the only
Denver.
part that.
Only thing I could see is if Jokic came here. I don't see Luka going to Denver. The market's not.
I don't
Our
know.
market's
I don't
bigger
know.
than theirs
Oh,
for
for sure,
basketball.
for sure. But it just there's a lot. It's like
If he's
Spurs,
talking about
Celtics,
you're
same
talking about
dynasty.
chasing title.
Yeah. If he wants to go win a title, he can go play with his best friend who's already won a title.
I feel like we can get it done there. We're close. I mean, like we're right there.
No, I mean definitely we were one. Like
I mean,
we're in
in
the
the
finals.
last 3 years, Western Conference Finals and Finals, right?
Yeah,
So,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what LeBron was too. Eastern Conference Finals and then Finals, and he lost.
but I feel like LeBron had less with him than Luka does now because he has Kyrie.
Oh, absolutely.
Before,
absolutely.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
well,
no.
Brunson
LeBron
was,
LeBron was dragging nothing down.
and
to the
so
finals.
I think it's different. Also, I don't know. That is kind of similar because that was LeBron's home,
Yeah,
so he wanted to, and
Stay
he
there.
did. He came back. I'm glad he did that, and I hope he retires there. To be honest,
I think he might.
yeah. I think if he went there, they would be real good with that team, that young team.
Garland, Mitchell,
If-
Braun,
imagine if
Mobley.
they could
Wow,
keep
that's a
Mitchell
great starting
sometime.
five. Garland, Mitchell, Braun, Mobley, and Allen. That's a good starting five.
That's like,
That's-
then there's
They might be able to
competition
compete with the Celtics.
Yeah, but I think the Knicks, depending on what they do, they can compete too. The Knicks,
They need to
man.
get a little bit better.
I mean, everybody does.
I think they need to get rid of Julius Randle and get somebody to help better.
and I wouldn't mind him coming here.
Yeah, he's from here.
Yeah,
Um,
but I think we need a big guy that can score, which Lively could be that.
I love him, bro.
Yeah, Lively's awesome. Gafford is also that. I love both of our bigs. I don't want to lose either one of those. But we need another like consistent scorer. Everybody knows like when they're not playing together and one of them's not on. Usually the other one is with Luka and Kyrie. But they had a perfect game plan. They're like, let Luka get his. We'll shut down the rest.
And they did.
And even though they shut down the rest, Luka, he
I
was
will,
tired.
I will say this also. the amount of shots that they're sitting in a corner, or whoever it is, Josh Green, Kleba, Hardaway, PJ, Derek Jones, they're wide open, and Luka finds them, and they miss. Like,
I will say this though,
they missed a lot.
not Josh Green in the finals.
Not
dude.
Josh Green's
Josh
probably,
Green
probably the best
actually
shooter. And Luka didn't shoot
showed
great
up-
from three either. But
No, he didn't. So it's not just on them; it's on him too.
but some of those shots where Luka gets them wide open, they just need to they have to knock down.
But I feel like Luka needs to shoot better from creating his three than just sitting there wide open. There's some players that are like that. They can.
You're saying Luka? Oh, Luka
Luka,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, Luka definitely does.
And so we need those guys that are like the Hauser or like how Tim Hardaway used to be,
Catch the ball
or like
cash.
Klay Thompson. If we can get old Klay Thompson, or just if we'd be like, hey, you don't
Just
need
all
to
you have to
drive,
do is catch and shoot.
defense and
literally just catch and shoot.
Yeah.
How
see.
How long do you think before NBA fans, card people, and I guess analytics or what analysts turn on Joel Embiid? How long does he get? It's been 10
I
years.
think if it's already been
10
happening,
years
I
since
think
he's
it
been
started
drafted,
already happening.
and he's never gotten to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I would love him too. To be
I
honest.
wouldn't at all.
In Dallas, are you crazy?
Instead of
Joel
who?
Embiid?
Instead of Lively? I'd rather have
No.
Lively with this team than Embiid. I don't think
No,
Embiid.
you
I don't, Embiid's never available in the
Isn't
playoffs.
he, like,
He
first
doesn't.
team all-defense,
It doesn't
too?
show up when it matters.
Yeah, but we wouldn't need him to as much if we had Kyrie and Luka.
But
That's
then
what I'm saying. We just need that third guy that can be there, like Paul George would be perfect here.
I think
dude.
he's going. Philly. I think he's going to Philly.
I heard he's going back to OKC maybe.
I think Durant goes there, but
I'm excited to see where everybody goes.
All season should be fun.
Something needs to happen because the Boston Celtics are going to be good for a long time with this team.
barf.
It's just true though.
It is.
I kept one big Tatum. I'm glad I have it. Speaking of their cards, I think obviously Tatum, Brown, Porzingis.
Those three saw the
Drew.
biggest bump.
Those three are the top.
Because
bucks.
Drew and the other guys don't have as
They don't
much.
have much love. Yeah, so those three get the biggest ones. But I don't think Luka goes down.
No, I mean he didn't do anything wrong. I mean he didn't have a great series, but he didn't have a bad series.
Yeah,
I think Kyrie
so-
probably takes a little hit. I think Lively
Kyrie
goes
will.
up.
I think Lively should go up.
PJ has some. He'll probably go. He'll
He'll
probably
probably,
go
like-
down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he need. I don't think he will go down. His stuff wasn't that much. So.
Yeah.
It's same like Derek White. Derek White might go up a little bit, but
His
no one
stuff.
who collects
His
it.
stuff should go. If he,
He-
I don't know how much he has, but he should go
Did
up.
he get drafted by the Spurs?
Yeah. Mhm.
Pop let him go because he's been solid. Hasn't? Is this his third team or second? Second probably. He's just an overall great
Just
player.
annoying. Just wide open. It's like, oh, that's going in.
But yeah, basketball season's over now. So congratulations again to the Boston Celtics. Great win, deep team. For those that took them before the season, congratulations. We'll be back, and
I saw
hopefully we'll be able to finish it next
The
time.
weirdest bet I've ever seen.
What?
It was a futures bet mixed with a same day bet the person bet. It was week 5 of NFL season last year, I think. It was a Cole Kmet anytime touchdown with the Boston championship.
And they won it?
Yeah, but like how
much did they win?
It was like $10 to win like $2,000 or something like that. But it was like so random. Like how do you pair those two together? Like,
I bet there's more random ones than that. If you
but
look
like
at
a
them.
random week 5 Cole Kmet touchdown was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna add on the Boston win the championship.
Correlate how those two would even.
Literally, it'd be like someone hitting a home run today.
Is he from Boston or something?
I have no idea. But it's like Adoli's hitting a home run today and the Niners winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty weird.
But it's
but
like
that-
8 or
that's
7 months
crazy.
apart or whatever.
I think right now basketball's over. We're in that time where there's no better time to buy sports cards.
It's getting very, very close to basketball's great time. It's already been football's great time.
Right, football's been great time. You better hurry up because that's going to end. I am every year I say this. I've not been more excited for
National?
no football season.
Oh,
to
yeah.
start.
Oh,
yeah,
man, I
nationals
love it.
too. We'll talk about that, but
I love it.
football season with all this new stuff happening, like what's going to happen in Pittsburgh, what's going to happen in Atlanta, like are these young guys going to overtake the veterans, or like how are the rookies going to do? Like for me specifically on the Saints, like how are our rookies going to do?
Rattler season,
is,
baby.
Is Rattler going to like mix up stuff? That Jake Hayner guy is the only thing I'm seeing every day on
Oh, he's playing
highlights.
well too? That's good.
He's dropping like dimes, but it's obviously like
Practice,
Derek Carr is our guy, but like I'm just excited for football overall. You know, these receivers getting paid. Broke off.
So our prices can go like this. Yeah, I'm so excited.
The Cowboys. Who knows what's going to happen? I think Cowboys are going to be good.
Who knows what's going to happen? We're going to go 11-6 or 12-5. Dak will be close to MVP. Won't win it. CD will probably have a very good year. We'll play the Packers or Niners in the first or second round. We'll be looking at this camera like 7 months from now, and I'll be sad. That's what's going to happen.
But they could make big move though.
Like trade Dak and get the first pick.
No. I think the Dak hate needs to stop though, dude.
I don't hate.
Feel like
I don't hate
Dak is like, who are you gonna get?
Literally.
Trey Lance is the
Trey Lance could not beat
Lance,
Sam Darnold out.
If Trey Lance,
like he's not beating Dak.
The only reason why I want him to
because we have some
cards of him, but like.
And trust me, I hope he is good. I hope if he's the replacement for Dak, I hope he wins the Super Bowl with him.
I just don't see it. If you can't replace Dak with anybody besides and next year quarterbacks aren't going to be as strong as this year's, are they?
No, definitely.
I mean, we don't know yet.
Maybe Shador. Maybe Shador and Deion, bring them all to Dallas.
But
let's have a whole clown show.
Super excited about buying right now.
Who do you think top 2 basketball buys going in next year? I have one. I gotta think of a second one. I hope
buy right now and then sell.
Buy in the next month or couple months. I really hope you don't take mine.
To take gambles on that will be. I'm trying to think. Jokic is pretty cheap right now. I would say if I had to pick 2 people to buy right now, maybe Shea and Jokic.
Ooh, those are good. Shea is very, very cheap.
Because he's gone down after they lost.
Yeah. My 2 would be Jalen Williams. I think he dropped a lot, which I don't know why because he's so good.
Well, he didn't have a good series.
He did it,
until the end.
Yeah. He's already very, very expensive. I get it. I just think he's dropped so much that he's going to go back up. Wemby. I think he's too cheap now.
It's already gone back up. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Reds got below 3 in the last 2 or 3 went over 3.
Good. I think people kind of.
You gotta remember,
for lack of a better term, people forgot about him because we weren't seeing him on TV.
They're not gonna be able to forget about him because more basketball product comes out. Yeah. You see him select. I sold the first PSA 10 courtside base, which they're pretty cheap. But how much do you think that went for?
Courtside base.
PSA 10 though. I think Raws are maybe 20, they're 40 maybe.
Oh, so I'm probably okay. All right, $200
around there.
Okay,
yeah,
it's still it's a base card.
Yeah, and so the other ones do right around 100.
Yeah, the base PSA 10s.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean that's cool. That's good.
That's what I'm saying.
That makes ripping.
Well, it's right now until it gets flooded with them.
The courtside may still stay up there though. That makes ripping way more. You can make money back way easier doing it. If those sell for that, which they should.
Yeah, I agree.
Panini 1-1 comes out soon. Downtown Wemby's are gonna be sick.
What the first Kaboom do?
First Color Blast did
over 10.
Over 10. I think first Downtown will probably be 10 to 15.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I love
Timeless.
Wemby. I think he hopes to does he have a moment? I mean,
timeless moment,
just non-auto.
Yeah, probably one of those long dunks or block or something.
DeAndre Ayton has a timeless moment. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have one.
Oh yeah, you got that in a lot. That's where I saw it. Yeah.
Who else has one that's surprising?
Chris Paul.
No.
Chris Middleton.
Nah, they both won. Or Middleton won championship. Chris Paul is one of the best point guards ever. No, there was a guy.
Anthony Simons.
I think he's one of their better players too. I don't know, but yeah, I think I like Jalen Williams a lot. That's why I didn't say him. I figured that was one of yours. And then I think another couple guys that are good to pick up is Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron hasn't come down at all, which he shouldn't anymore. He's
he's gotten to that. He's that Brady Jordan level.
Yeah. And everybody's waiting to see what he's gonna do. Depending on Bronny worked out for the Lakers.
I saw that.
I don't know. He doesn't look. He's not NBA ready at all, man. He just doesn't look.
You know the best way to get NBA ready? Play against NBA talent.
So put him in the G League at least, or something. right? Not
Maybe.
Go back to college. Like enjoy college for one more year. You can get there because of your genes alone. But like,
Yeah, but if he can get there 1 year sooner, that's 1 year closer to the contract. Which
But if
I'm not
that's your
saying
son,
obviously he doesn't need.
you would
money.
do that?
Absolutely, he'd be in the NBA this year if he could be. If somebody will draft him, yeah, absolutely.
yeah. Even though like, so you don't look at like the longevity of his career. You just look at right now.
Well, I feel like learning. So he's 19.
He's not getting any good from any NBA scouts. All the scouts, none of them are good.
I
None
do
of the
also
reports.
think people are looking at him with a negative attitude to start. I'm not saying he's going to be good.
I don't think NBA professional scouts are.
I think there are absolutely some people who don't like LeBron, and that's wearing off on him. Scouts or anything. I'm sure some scouts aren't biased.
All of them though.
No, I mean,
But like he's not gotten one good like scouting report from anybody.
I just think. I mean,
And seeing that like and you know if LeBron wasn't his dad, he wouldn't be near close to where he is. That's the thing. Like so, like in your mind, you don't.
I
Think
don't completely disagree with that, but I also think people are
completely. You know that's fact.
I think people are also looking at any fault he has as,
Wait,
that's a bad thing. You're only here because of LeBron. He's
he's
very very talented.
So he does have that, which sucks for him. But he's also not. He's also there because of his father. You know that to be a fact. He averaged.
So what happens? What happens if he gets
freshman in college that averaged 2.4 points a game or what? 4.2.
He barely played.
He played like 16 minutes.
A game?
Yeah.
Did he play that many?
Yeah, I think he started a couple because of injury, but that other kid shined over him because he's real good.
Yeah.
But it like nobody has like had that season in college and been able to be drafted in the NBA. Nobody in the history of the NBA, and you know that's true.
I mean, I'd have to go back and look at stats. I mean, it probably is true.
I don't even think it's close. I bet you there's nobody that's even close to those stats, bro. And it's not like the thing is I want him to be successful.
But like, I mean,
he wants to be successful. He works hard.
He's going to be.
He's just
He will
not
be.
there right now. He's 19
But
or
you don't
20.
know that. You can't say that 100% he's not there. None of us know that.
Well,
you have no idea.
Going off of like what I see and the scouts and like I would not want my team to draft him if he wasn't LeBron's father. He wouldn't even be like in the conversation of the draft if it wasn't for LeBron.
I mean,
there's no
I can understand
freshman that let's say freshman last year that averaged 10 points and 7 assists that are in the NBA draft right now.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of them.
10 and 7 freshmen?
Yeah.
Who?
I'm saying I just look at stats. Sometimes these guys get drafted. I'm like, man, your stats aren't that impressive, but they get drafted.
But they're like probably like juniors or seniors.
No, most of the guys get drafted. Most people don't stay that long anymore.
Well, those guys will have good stats because they're one of the best freshmen in the league. Like, give me an example of somebody recently that's came in the league that didn't have, like the Thompson twins.
They were in the G League.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Bronny went to the G League and was able to average what they did in the G League, or like Scoot averaging 20-something in the G League, like, I would be like 100%.
Trying to think who came out.
Would you rather have Scoot or him?
Scooter who?
Bronny.
Bronny.
See, that I feel like you're so
Google,
biased that you just said you would rather today.
Brother, I'm not trying to hate on Scoot because we have to sell cards for him. But
he did good at the end of his career, at the end of the season. He came back and he started on an NBA team.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying
without LeBron being his dad.
Google Derek Lively college stats. Rebounds obviously is going to be way high because he's tall.
But that's a center too.
Okay, I'm trying to think of who got drafted last year in the top 10.
Brandon Ingram came out his freshman year, right?
No, top 10 within the last couple of years since the shooting.
What am I looking at specifically?
Okay, look up Bilal Coulibaly.
Did he go to college?
He played in France.
No, it's somebody in college. Because that's what I'm trying to think. I know it's tough.
You're not going to find anybody.
Brandon Miller.
Not
Dude, you don't want to look up Brandon Miller stats.
Look up Brandon Miller, 2023 Alabama stats.
I'm telling you.
No, this is the number 3 overall pick. I'm not saying Bronny should go 3, obviously.
Okay. He played at Alabama his senior year. Or 2023.
Yeah.
Which part do I look at?
The
Just
points.
The points.
18.8.
Bro,
okay, that's the number 3 pick. I'm trying to think of somebody who's
I bet like the 24th pick averaged 14 points.
Nah. I don't know.
Derek Lively was 5.2.
What? Points? Yeah, you're talking about the center. How many rebounds does he have? a game in college.
You just said
Is it TRB?
total rebounds.
Yeah.
5.4.
Rebounds? You're not looking at the right.
Second.
You're not at Duke. He averaged 5 rebounds and 5 points his senior year.
School Duke. His senior year?
Or no, he only played 1 year, right?
What happened?
He only played 1 year.
Probably. Yeah. 5.2, 5.4.
That doesn't make sense.
It does make sense. I told you these college stats aren't as crazy.
I mean,
Like they play way more defense in college.
but Lively
And
was also
they're
a
way
top,
more.
no,
He was
like a
top 12 or
top-
10 or whatever he was.
what player in nation?
Oh no, he was like the 10th pick or whatever the Mavs took him. Is what I'm saying.
Not 10. We didn't have him at 10.
It was 10 or 11 or 12, somewhere in that range. But I'm saying like
Still,
that's why I think.
Okay, pull up Bronny's stats.
I mean, I'm not saying they're better than that, but they're not that much worse.
Really?
3 points, 5 points
No,
worse
okay,
would be the
okay,
worst.
Hold on.
USC?
Yeah,
Which season am I looking?
he only played 1 season there.
Oh.
I'm not saying. I know they're
No,
not.
The
just-
good.
average?
Yeah, points.
4.8.
And then how many rebounds?
2.8.
And assist?
2.1.
It's not, brother. That's 1 point less than Derek Lively, who is a huge
I will
center.
bet you
that's
right
3
now-
rebounds.
right now, I will
we're,
bet
we're not
you
comparing
he's gonna
Lively.
have-
We're not comparing Lively because I love Lively and Lively's great. He's way better than
Okay,
LeBron. I'm
so
not
why
saying-
even say that then?
I'm trying to think of people who went to college. He just averaged 0.7 points less than the number 10 pick from last year.
You're also talking
Wait,
about
what
a
is the
center
argument?
compared to a point guard, right?
I'm talking about a guy
Like,
you're
how many
saying
assists
would
did he
not
average?
even be looked at in the NBA. You just said he wouldn't be looked at if he wasn't
2.1.
Bron's son. Huh?
2.1.
2.1
You
assists
just
a
said
game.
2.1 assist.
Yeah, for
He's
a
not
point
the
guard.
starting point guard.
Still, though.
How many minutes per game did he play? MPG.
19.4.
Oh, okay.
19.4.
Sorry.
Way worse. How many did Lively started?
He probably played a lot of the
Yeah.
game.
I'm just saying, if it wasn't LeBron's son, well, the scouts also had good scouting reports for Derek Lively.
How?
What do you mean, how?
If he did so.
He didn't. I don't know why he didn't play that well there. Or that, he played 1 year there, came out. Did they win the Big Brother championship?
It is not that he didn't play well. College stats
No,
always
he
look.
didn't-
Brandon Miller, 18 points. I bet he was in the top 10 in the entire country in points. That
They
year.
don't average. They don't average.
what I'm saying.
They don't score like that. But the thing about Bronny, I wish he would have like one good scouting report. Then I'd be like, okay, I
He
can
did
see
well.
it.
He
I
did
see
fine. He did
zero-
fine at the combine.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
not
did.
playing with
The combine?
you're talking about his athletic
Ability.
Yeah, not
That-
when he not the scouting reports about when he played with people on a team was horrible.
But okay, so he has the athletic ability. His dad can teach him the in between.
I mean, can teach him or has been teaching him because
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
old.
19.
He's 19.
He's gonna teach.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? He's not. He's a
He can teach
rookie.
him more, but like he's been teaching him all his life.
And now he will
You're
continue.
acting
To,
like he's just gonna come in and teach him.
you're acting like he's going to come in and be LeBron
Wait.
No,
or even
he being LeBron.
or anybody. I mean,
I don't think he's going to be anything spectacular.
That's how I think. I want him to be successful. I want Bronny to be good. I like the kid. I think he's in like
one more person.
he has the
I want to see the stats.
pull up a guard.
What
not-
about
hang
the
on.
little
Okay,
one?
who is it? Keontae?
No.
Yeah, pull up Keontae. That's probably a good one for you.
Here's a good one.
What about the little one? He has another son, right?
Yeah,
Bryce?
he's actually gonna be.
That's who I've heard people talk about is going to be good.
Bryce is like more fundamentally sound, I think,
I think so.
but he also has. I don't know. Bryce is closer to his dad's size, I think, too, right?
15.3, 4.2 rebounds, 2.8 assists in 28.6 minutes per game. Keontae.
I mean, that's way better though.
I mean, it's way better. It's also 10 more minutes per game.
Yeah, but okay. So if you get 19 to.
But I'm saying we're also talking about a guy who he was I don't remember where he got picked, but he was also on the
lottery.
all NBA rookie team.
Yeah,
But you
yeah,
just
he's-
said, so we're comparing lottery picks, all these top rookie players,
No,
to a guy you just okay. Let's compare him to somebody who was drafted in the second round. Who was drafted in the second round?
Bilal Coulibaly,
Was it
wasn't
second
he?
round? I have no idea. Did he? Or he didn't go to college? You said.
Yeah, but look up his stats last France team he played, or look up his NBA probably isn't that great.
International stats. It doesn't. No, it's
23. That'd be 22
per
23.
game. 5 points, 0.8 assists, 0.8 steals, 3.1 rebounds
Again, and that's
per
playing in
game.
the pros.
International per game.
Yeah. I mean,
Bronny,
that's
Bronny.
international.
But I'm so saying, like you said, he wouldn't even be in this conversation if it wasn't for his dad. Like he's in this conversation. He is a good like player. He's just blown up because of his dad.
I just don't. Okay, so maybe I might.
I'm not saying
I
you
just
want it to
don't-
happen. I think more of the world want him to fail and are finding every reason to make it look like he's bad because of who he is. And it's like that's whether they're just hate LeBron, whether they love Michael Jordan, and
like scouts gave Bilal some good stuff. Like scouts are not giving him any. You think that scouts? They're supposed to be non-biased though.
the media isn't non-biased.
I know. So you're telling me that you're the owner of the Lakers right now, right?
Uh-huh.
And your scout comes back with that to you.
What does LeBron say?
It doesn't matter what.
Yeah, I'm
LeBron
sorry.
says.
It matters more what
No,
LeBron
no,
says
no,
than
no.
what that scout says.
No, but that's a biased opinion you're going off of.
But it's my most important player.
But still, why would you take? So why have a scout?
To scout
You
the
could just have
talent.
LeBron be your scout for everybody.
But that's just one person. And I guarantee anybody they're considering
That's
drafting.
what I'm saying. You're so
But anybody they're considering drafting.
invested and love LeBron so much
You
that
don't.
you're
Okay,
like
you're the
saying-
Lakers owner. If you're considering drafting somebody, you're not asking LeBron his opinion. If your answer is no, then that's crazy. But I will respect that.
What?
If you're considering drafting somebody as the Lakers
I was the
GM,
Lakers
are
G-
you asking LeBron his opinion?
when it comes to Bronny?
No, anybody.
Yeah, because I want him to stay.
So I'm saying, like, why not ask about Bronny also?
Yeah, but if the scout gave me that, I wouldn't even bring it to LeBron.
So okay, the scout.
Let's say it's not LeBron's son. That guy has that.
So a scout comes to you and says, Joe Schmo is. I don't think he's good. He's not going to pan out to NBA. But you still like him. You're not going to LeBron saying, hey, what do you think about this guy? And LeBron says, hey, I think that guy is good. He has potential. Are you considering drafting him still, or are you going with what the scout
I just don't
says?
think the GMs even know who that kid is.
Oh,
because that's why the scouts are there.
Yeah, I mean,
doing
that's
that.
probably true. But, like...
That's why I'm thinking you're trying to make this in favor of, like, bringing it all back to LeBron. And I think that's the case that we're talking about here is that he is LeBron's son. I think athletically, he's there.
Mm-hmm.
He's super good at drills. He can shoot threes when nobody's in his face. I think it's when he's playing with other players, he's not there yet. And I think Bilal was playing with professionals in France to where people saw him do the things that he does that Bronny isn't doing yet. And I think him staying in college for 1 or 2 more years or going to the G League 1 or 2 more years would do wonders for his career. But Bron knows the best. I mean, LeBron, he wants whatever his son wants. And that's why I love LeBron too.
Hopefully.
Is that if Bronny truly doesn't want to play with his dad because he wants to like write his own script, I think that he's just saying that I would like everybody would love to play with their dad if they have a good relationship as they do.
Right.
But I don't. The reason why I'm saying this is I don't want him to fail.
No,
I feel like he has a bigger shot of failure if he goes this route. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and I think Bronny could he be very good? Yes, of course. He has LeBron's genes in him. So I think he could be very good, and I think that I could I would want him to go the other route, right? Just because of what I'm hearing from scouts. I haven't done my own homework. Obviously, I don't have the accessibility or anything to do what they do. If he comes out and blows it out, that's what I hope the most.
Yeah.
That we're wrong. That I'm wrong. That what I'm listening to, I guess what I'm listening to of the scouts being wrong, and that he comes out and just blows away everybody and starts killing it. That's best for like the entire world.
No, that's
right?
best case scenario.
Yeah, and I think could that happen? Yeah, because he's LeBron's son. But like, if it wasn't LeBron's son, I would be like, I don't know who this guy is, right? Like, I don't know what he's doing or what But there's like people that have been slept on.
What if he was sitting in the corner for the Mavericks? He's wide open. Luka finds him. He may knock him down a higher percentage than some of these guys.
But would he be a defensive
He's
liability?
not. No, I mean he's a little smaller, but I don't think he's like a liability. He's like same size as Kyrie.
So he'd be like the same defense probably as Kyrie.
Not great, but have decent moments.
I
don't know. It's just I think he's getting
a lottery pick on for sure.
No, I don't think a lottery pick. I think the Mavs have a second round pick. I wouldn't hate if the Mavs took him in the second round. but I know a lot of people that would.
Nah, I mean I wouldn't hate that. I would love that because of
Then Braun comes.
See, but it's handcuffs.
Then Braun comes.
That's the handcuff.
And then we have the GOAT here in Dallas.
Okay. We talked about Bronny
right.
and LeBron. Hopefully, the whole thing with him. I hope he does get drafted, and I hope that he ends up killing it. I think like for me, if that was my son, that would be I would go to like some of my closest friends. LeBron knows all the scouts, probably, right? And I'll be like, look,
so.
I know. I'm trying to see it with my unbiased eyes. Like, give me
what he can work on.
Yeah. So, all that being said, Nationals come up. We'll talk about this stuff real quick. Nationals coming up. We're super excited. Actually, let's talk about Dallas Card Show on July 4th weekend. I know a lot of people are not going to be able to come, right?
Some people aren't. I know there's an Investabilia this weekend.
Oh,
Dallas
is it this
Card Show
weekend?
also.
Oh, nice.
We are doing at Waxed. I don't know if you care about promoting that at all.
Yeah.
We're doing Friday night at 8 p.m. on Fanatics Live. We are doing a break with Kevin Von Erich. We're doing Immaculate.
That's from the new movie, The Iron Claw, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were the wrestling family. If you haven't had a chance to go watch that movie, I heard it's great.
Zac Efron.
I'm going to watch it here soon. They actually grew up in the same town that I came to high school. Yeah, they're from
very
Lake
cool.
They're all from Lake Dallas, so I know the stories of all of them. I was actually one of my buddies got married to Kevin's daughter, and I was the best man in that wedding.
That's sick.
And but that's super cool that we get to break.
We're
with
doing
Kevin Von
WWE
Erich.
Immaculate on Friday with them on stream. From the show. So
and that's another it's not sports cards related. A little bit it is. But it's like everything else, right?
What?
Invest.
Oh yeah. It's like a lot of
a lot of
TCG and stuff like that. Yeah.
So check that out. We also do sports card breaks on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's WAXXED on Fanatics Live. So make sure to check that out. If you want singles, I do singles on Whatnot live as just SAPPYS. You can check us out. We're on every day almost around like that 5 to 10-ish time. You'll find us. But right now we're super excited about that breaking with him, WWE cards, which is super cool, I think. Mm-hmm. So check that out. And then July 4th, we have the Dallas Card Show.
2 weeks.
I love that card show. It's one of the best card shows for us because it's right before the Nationals, and we're able to buy more, do more deals. Show. Yeah, because less people come to this one. I think this one's just going to be as full, though, because it seems like the hotel's already sold out of those rooms. Get your rooms early. It's on the website, too, www.dallascardshow.com. You get a cheaper rate, go in there and get them, because people always ask me, hey, Joe, do you have an extra room? And I usually do not. And then after that, we have the National, which we're super excited to go to. We'll talk about that later in another podcast, but we're super Cleveland, right? Cleveland, Ohio. We'll be there for a week, Monday to Monday. But as far as what about Wax coming out? Is there anything good coming out here lately? We'll do like an update every.
Panini 101 basketball I think comes out next week.
That's cool.
So that'll be sick. Optic football is in the next few weeks.
Cool.
Or Optic hobby.
So downtown's in that, right?
In both of those, downtown's in Panini 1 for basketball, then Optic football.
Oh, both downtowns are coming
out. NT should be out at some NT.
Usually comes out around National, though, right?
Yeah, I think last year was like the week of National. So that should be coming out soon. I don't know. It's a fun time for cards.
Just pay attention to what, a lot of people ask me for my advice, and I don't mind giving my advice, but do your own due diligence. Use CardLadder. We love CardLadder. It's an app that you can use. This isn't even a paid advertisement for them, but
Tatum, call them. Let's get a paid
we
advertisement
love CardLadder because they pull from all platforms like auction houses. Alt is another good one if it's a graded card. And then eBay too. Use eBay. Use everything. I hope Whatnot is able to start sending out their sales. Sell reports.
Also, if you guys ever want his advice, just watch his Whatnot. He'll tell you pretty much on there, hey, I'm picking this guy up, and I like this guy, and that's who he's picking up. He's just very subtle about it.
Yeah, and it's if you have any questions, especially about grading's starting to ramp up. We're getting more grading in.
We're gonna be grading at the National for PSA and Beckett. We'll be posting about that in probably the
2 weeks before,
right after the Dallas show. We'll be posting about it, and we'll be posting about the Dallas show next week.
We'll do BGS there. We always do a bunch of BGS and have some really good grades that come out of that show. So. We're excited. Right now is the time where you'll be able to buy a lot for about, what do you say, a month and a half, 2 months?
Got about a month, yeah.
A month and a half. Okay, so do your homework, get the good deals that you can get, and that's about it.
Okay, we're gonna do some short trivia. There's 10 questions.
Okay.
One more if there's a tie.
Okay.
So you're gonna write the answer on your board. Whoever gets it right gets a point. In the 2007 NBA draft, Kevin Durant was taken number 2 overall by the Seattle Sonics. Who was number 1
Kevin Durant was number 2.
in 2007 NBA draft?
You gotta wait till I'm done, right?
My fault, yeah. Well, me couldn't see it.
I mean, I said Greg Odom.
I said Greg Oden. If you put Odom, it's wrong.
Oh.
I mean, Greg
totally
Oden,
kidding.
same
I'm totally
thing.
kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Wow.
Is it Odin?
I think,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
Odin.
so.
I just saw him playing in the Big Three.
Is he?
Yeah.
Like able to move around?
Yeah,
and
he was
stuff?
actually.
Oh, that's good.
Do you guys know who he was drafted by?
Is that the next question?
No,
I think
it's
it's
just.
the Trailblazers.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Up to the 2018-19 season, which team had the best overall winning percentage?
That's
Like
a weird
playoffs or regular
question.
season?
Overall?
Or like everything?
Overall.
Up to the 2018-19 best winning percentage.
Like in history?
Like, since the start of the NBA to the 2018-19 season.
I'm probably wrong on this. Oh, you go first.
I
Show
said
it.
Spurs.
And I said Celtics.
The answer is the San Antonio Spurs.
Nice. How'd you know that?
They had a .66 622 winning percentage.
There was like 20 straight years they were winning teams. So
Okay, up to the 2018-19 season, which had the worst overall winning percentage.
The worst?
Yes.
Who's been a bad team for a long time? All right, just go.
well, can I ask a question? Because I feel like
New teams?
Yeah. Is it like a new team or an old? That's the team I put, but I don't know if that's like even a thing.
I know
I'll
this
put
team.
Oh, that would have been my.
okay. Well,
He put Bobcats, I put Wizards.
it's probably the Pistons then.
The answer was the Minnesota Timberwolves
Really?
I've
with
never-
a .398.
Damn.
All right, well, we're both wrong.
Wizards was the team I was thinking.
Okay, this is a double answer.
Okay.
So you get 2 points if you get both right. Who has made the most All-Star appearances and how many did they have? Ooh. Yeah, Jordan. And you got the answer right, but not the number. It was 20.
I put 19.
He's played 21 years. He didn't make it his rookie year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. He didn't make it his rookie year.
He won rookie of the year.
How does that make sense?
I just don't think rookies
Well,
made it back then.
Yeah, back then it was way harder.
What
than
year did
now.
Jordan retire?
2003?
So they were like 1 year up. They never. God, I wish they would have played each other at least once.
Which team had the most playoff appearances?
In the history?
Yes. Appearances.
So I said Celtics. You said
Lakers.
Lakers.
The answer is the Lakers.
Dang, I'm losing what by 2.5? 2.5.
Jordan has 5. You have 2.
Okay, 3.
Who has won the most slam dunk contests? And how many times did he win? Double answer, by the way.
Oh, I don't. I don't think this is right. Hold on. I'm probably wrong both ways. the most. If I was wrong, I put Nate Robinson.
How many?
3.
Wow, you guys are both right.
Holy crap! I changed it
Who'd
to
you put
that.
the first time?
Jason Richardson.
Oh, I thought it was either Nate or Dwight.
Dwight won.
Did Nate beat him every year? Dwight never beat him?
Dwight doesn't have more than one though. If he won it don't matter.
I don't know.
Zach LaVine has a couple.
He's got 2.
Who is the only player on a losing team to win the NBA Finals MVP award?
Oh, there was somebody. There's no.
I'm just curious. Do you know who the player is? Like, have you heard of the player?
I've heard of the name, not a lot. I think it's a white person, but I'm not sure. Let me look it up. Yes, white.
I'm just guessing. It better not be.
Nah, it's not. Oh, actually,
Mava
Pete Maravich.
Maravich and Steve Nash. The answer is Jerry West.
I was gonna put him.
Yeah, I probably should have known that.
I was gonna say
R.I.P.
there's no way he just died.
R.I.P. He literally died like 3 days ago.
He's the NBA logo
Oh,
man.
that was him.
That's him, the logo man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
She said, "I think he's a white guy."
Sounds like a white guy.
That he is.
Okay.
I didn't know that happened in the NBA.
Who has the most finals MVPs and how many did they win? Double answer.
Final MVPs?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's MJ6.
Oh, why put 5?
I was gonna say he won 6 times.
Yeah.
I was like, did somebody else get it one year? I would have used that in my argument. He wasn't the best player.
Which team has lost the most time in the finals and how many times did they lose? Double answer.
Which team has lost the most in the finals?
And how many times?
I'm just guessing this.
The answer is the Los Angeles Lakers.
Dang, I put the
15 losses.
Cavs. 15?
Holy shit, I put Celtics in 7.
Oh. 15 times they lost in the finals?
Yes.
Wow.
You know who never lost in the finals with the Lakers? LeBron. He won.
Which player was the first to win league MVP by a unanimous vote?
Unanimous?
Unanimous? Wait, how do you say it?
Unanimous.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
The answer is Stephen Curry.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Chef Curry. He won in 2016, the first unanimous ever.
I'm going to do the 11th question just for funsies.
All right.
How many points am I up?
It's like
5.
All right,
Yeah.
this is for 5 points.
No.
Watch, this will be the one that I have no idea and you know.
Who is the first foreign-born player to win league MVP?
First?
Yes. Foreign-born.
I take that back. I hope I'm right.
I think I'm wrong.
The answer is Hakeem Olajuwon. See,
So
I
we
would have
got-
got that
yep.
both right. Jordan won. It was
Congrats.
10-5.
All right, I gotta get my.
You gotta get your
knowledge
get back, buddy.
up. I appreciate everybody watching again. Please send us any questions you may have. We try and get them all answered during the podcast. We really appreciate you guys watching us and the support. Make sure to check us out at www.sappysportscards.com. We can answer any grading questions, whatnot, anything that has anything to do with sports cards. Also,
If you guys are new here, check out the link tree in our bio. It has all the links to our social medias, Instagram, whatnot, TikTok, YouTube, everything. Drop a like and a sub. We're going to be having an announcement soon, maybe with a party at National for our whatnot people, maybe.
yeah,
And then, yeah, and all the news will be on our social media. Look out for Tatum's post, and we will see you guys in the next one.
peace.